donnellsstichery here. How's everybody doing today? So I see that my chat has been a little on the chatty side today, which is fabulous because I love it. I love seeing everybody talking and reading the conversations whenever I'm lurking before you hit the go live button. So before we get started and discussing things today and all, I do want to go to the chat and say hello to everybody. So I have my early birds, which is Michelle and Mike and Melanie. Mike and Michelle are some of my moderators, which are also my members of my group. Hello to everybody. Hey, Melanie. And Mike was talking about he had to go get Oreo after Sean's live. It's only practical. I mean, you gotta have dessert after brekkie. So then we have Andrea, Mama J. And as you can see, I have one of her quilts I made up right here, which is the framed pinwheels quilt. And she just released that pattern the other day. So make sure you go check that out and everything over on her channel. Andrea, not Andrea, but Christine, thank you for subscribing. But Michelle, if you could drop Andrea's channel, because I don't remember if it's in, I think it's in the description box, but if you can drop her channel for me, because she does have the pattern release, so link over there for her, for that pattern, as well as the Daystar that I previously done. Let's see. Hey, Elaine. How are you doing? Thank you for coming in and watching and hanging out. And Andrea's talking about possibly doing some holiday gnomes, which would be amazing. Then everybody's, of course, talking about food. Hey, June. Good morning. And my thing just jumped. Let me get back up there. Man, it really jumped. Let's see. Then we have Dawn. Good morning. And Lily. Giovanna. Guess who? Nancy. Mary G. Good morning. Hey, Fallon. Fallon says, hey, Donnell, was just catching up on your live last night. We're on a crazy week. Sorry I missed it. No worries, hon. Life is crazy at times. Just gotta roll with the punches. Good morning, Samantha. Says cleaning but listening to the live. And of course it jumped again. Okay, this needs to stop. Hey, Ross. Good morning. Let's see. Then we got everybody saying hello. Hello, Loretta. And good morning, Jess. So blessed by Jess, little sis. Alrighty, so I think I got everybody. If you missed you, I am so sorry. The chat kept jumping around on me and everything, so I'm sorry if I missed you. Hope everybody's having a wonderful, beautiful Saturday morning. Thank gosh it is the weekend, because it has been a week. But we made it. It's the weekend. It is so day. Hey, Brinka. How are you doing? And to any of my lurkers out there that are not in the chat, hello. I know I had quite a few lurkers usually. So, thank you for lurking. So, as you can see, I hung up some of my previously made quilts. Some I've done on my live stream. Some I've done on other channels. Some I've done in just Zoom meetings or on my own. So I hung some up. However, I am so jealous, Ross. He says today is the first of a 9-day weekend for him. I am jelly. Yes, thank you, Nancy. Everybody, please show the love by giving me some thumbs up. Today, I'm going to be working on sewing up some tiny pieces. I don't normally do tiny. 2.5 is usually my smallest I'll go. maybe 2-inch. Unless it's a strip. If it's a long strip, I'll usually sew long strips of 1-inch. But these are going to be tiny little squares that I'm going to be sewing up. And it's because it's a pattern of Mama J Enterprises Andrea Jame. And I asked her to challenge me. So, and she did. And I will conquer this challenge. So she knows I have a thing for my gnomes. I love my gnomes. I do. I can't help it. They're adorable. So she created a pattern, pixelated pattern for me. And this is what I'll be working on today. I am testing out the pattern for her. You do not get to find out I am not releasing any information pertaining to the piece sizes. All that will be released in the pattern whenever it comes out. But I will be doing that today. And I do have a few things here set up, ready to go. Awesome sauce. Thank you, Michelle, for posting that in there for me. You rock, girlfriend. Hey, Giovanna. Thank you, Fallon. Yes, I decided to let the husband choose the color of my hair this time. I told him I want it within the red range. So he chose a purpley pink. And if you hold it up to the light, it actually shimmers a little. Which is funny. But I love it. I fell in love with this color. I'm going to wind up doing it again. Melanie says, my grandson started a new school, 3rd grade. I had to get used to waking up so early and drive him to school. The bus runs at 6:30. Yuck! I do not miss those days of getting up early with my boys. Michelle says she gets up at 4 a.m. to drive the bus. Yes, Michelle is a bus driver for school. So I created myself a design wall today. This was like a little bit of a spur of the moment thinking. And it's actually one of the displays that I used to use, pegboard displays I used to use for my craft shows. And I just took some fusible fleece and wrapped it and then put a pin in the back to create my own little design board. I'm like, what resources do I have in my room where I could be able to create myself a design board and put my pieces for each block up on here. So I'm going with this idea. So first thing I'm going to do is pull out the first 2 rows here. I'm going to pull out these first 2 rows here so that way there I can get them over here and ready to go for sewing. Thank you, Giovanna. She says, great idea, Donnell. So let me pull those off because then I need to move this back to over there. And I'm going to keep them up here in just how they need to be. So what is everybody else working on this morning? Good morning, KD. How you doing, hon? And as you guys can see, I have some other squares over here. These are batik squares that I have from previous projects that I am going to be using as my leaders and enders. I figure if I'm going to use leaders and enders, because I heard that that's the best way to do it. Listen here, Mama Debbie. Don't be acting like Joe now. Don't act like Papa Joe. Don't make me get my finger. Alrighty, so now I'm put that back up there until I'm ready for my next set. So from everything I've read or seen, it's best to use leaders and enders, especially on small pieces. Helps prevent it from pulling it into the machine. So I'm putting 2 fabrics together. setting my machine for my 1/4 inch. And then I'll grab my first 2 baby pieces here. I mean, look at how teeny tiny. These are baby. Don't you love that fabric? That fabric is gorgeous. Fallon, why? Oh, Fallon, that collection that you have for sale. Oh my gosh, the one with the panel. I want that so bad. I'm trying to be a good girl, but I want that so bad. I'm gonna have to order it. I know I'm gonna have to, because I made the mistake of looking. You're girl. See here. Okay, everybody's having side conversations. Jess is cutting up a new project so she can record after watching me this morning. Aw, Katie is doing good, having coffee. Everybody's saying hello to each other. And I will be sewing these seams open, or pressing these seams open, because that way there, with them being tiny pieces, it leaves for less bulk. I see I'm going to have to find the pedal for my machine because it's having some issues on my little start and stop button. I have a button over here that you can push for starting and stopping the sewing. Be careful, Andrea, looking at her beautiful fabric. She's got a lot of fabrics that are on sale, and they are so pretty. I want the snowflake set. I want the mountain panel set. Oh, I gotta quit looking at people's stuff because it's making it hard to save money. But it's all good. In just a few moments, I will show you guys some of my fabrics that I'm doing this in. Alrighty, so let's put this one here on as my ender. So let's see here. That's why I hid Missouri Star Quilt deal of the day, so I just don't look. Yeah, right. Well, it was hard for me not to look whenever Fallon posted it over on her channel with a link. So I'm like, ooh, pretty fabrics that sell. Let me go look and see. Okay, those blocks are cut apart. Oh, you know what? I forgot to turn my iron on. Bad, bad girl. Let's see here. While my iron's heating up, let me check out the thing here. Well, Giovanna, the reason why I want to save money. So this fall, I'm thinking around like October, I am planning a trip down to see my brothers in Tennessee and then see my my in-laws over in Alabama. So in order to do so, I'm working on saving up money for it out of my paychecks. And so that way there, because I want to be able to go see them. And my husband has a lot on him right now as it is. So if I can help out and everything by saving up some money for gas, especially since we got new vehicles that would make it. that would make the trip, then I definitely want to do that. Oh, look at this fabric. So all of my fabrics that I'm using all have designs on them. My background is going to be this tone-on-tone cream that has flowers on it. And my other ones are all going to be fabrics like this. Except for like the beard. That one there, unless actually I had some tone-on-tone white. So I'll use that for the beard. But yeah, that's the reason I want to save some money and trying not to overspend. And I just bought a fat quarter bundle, a 30 piece, 30 fat quarter bundle off Jordan Fabrics. Gorgeous, gorgeous fabrics. So I just spent quite a bit of money on fat quarter bundle because I did buy a pattern that requires like quite a few fat quarters. And I want to be able to play with that pattern eventually. And I've been looking for the right collection. So I didn't want to do just solids. I want design on it. Andrea says tats right off for testing patterns. Right, Michelle? Okay, issue with iron. Unplug it and replug it in, see if that works better. For whatever reason, let's see. Great. Where did I pull that from? That should be down here. This for this finger press to one side, because this is petite fabric. I'm using as my leaders and enders, so I can just finger press that. Let's see here. Katie says, I didn't do the shop hop this year. Put that money on other fabric. Yes. Giovanna, okay, that makes you happy. Yes. Seeing my brothers down in Tennessee and seeing my in-laws over in Alabama would make me very happy. I've not been down there to visit them since right before COVID, because during COVID I had a lot going on with bills, mortgage, failing vehicles that would not make it down safely. But now since we have 2 new vehicles, then we can easily make it down. That's okay, Katie. I knew what you meant. Hey, Sylvia. How are you doing? Hey, Sean. Andrea says, I am looking for a white tone-on-tone with butterflies for a quilt I am making for my daughter. I found 1 yard on Etsy, but I need more than 1 yard. I will see if I can't locate some for you because I love tone-on-tones. So let me see if I can't help you find some. If I do, I'll send you the link. Okay, now we're heating up. Right, Giovanna? I mean, they have came up here, but I want to be able to go down there. I don't want the transportation to all be one-sided. So, I mean, my in-laws have came up here. My brothers have been very busy between working and life being crazy for them as well. You're welcome, Andrea. Ooh, Katie says Joanne's has white on white with butterflies, Andrea. And they ship. The downfall about doing tiny pieces is the fact that it shows every imperfection. Yes, great live this morning, Sean. I agree, Fallon. Sean always has great live streams. I love listening to Sean whenever I'm taking care of the dogs and getting the my coffee made and getting myself all set up in here and everything in the mornings. And anybody in here that has a channel, I do have the exclamation selfie, so that way they can be able to drop the link. Okay, hang on, guys. 1 second. I need to check something out. AJ, which way is it? Is it the left side looking at me?
Yeah.
Okay. So, okay, so my son had found this new creation because, you know, they love their 3D printing. Aw, Sean, you should be blushing. It's amazing. So my son has found this new, I think it's called lithograph or something like that, for 3D printing. And I don't know how well it's going to show up in here, but I'm going to try it really quick. But let's see. Yeah, it's not going to show up too well on here right now. But essentially, it's like a frame type of thing. And if you look, you can see like there's a design on here. But when you shine a light right behind it, let me see if I can't use my cell phone to shine up the light to show you guys. It's like a photo image of Loki. And that is my little boy laying down on his little bed. Still, the print still needs to be cleaned up because it's still like a little scratchiness on it and everything and all, but that is something really cool that he's working on. And he did a test one, and I told him, like, I want one of those of Loki. And eventually they will be for sale for pre-orders, for custom orders and everything and all. But he's got to figure out the logistics as well as the price because, I mean, it takes like a full day, 24 hours to print that, to print one. So, I think what I'm going to do, instead of doing this in full rows like I was in first thinking, I think I'm going to do them in sets of twos and then sew the sets of twos together. I think that might work best for me. So I'll put these back up here. Hey, Mona Mona. No worries. So, Terry, good morning. Sorry I missed you. No, actually, it's super quiet. You don't really even hear it. One of them used to be noisy, and they did some reconstruction and essentially took it apart and rebuilt it. And now it's like super quiet. Like if we're down in the basement working and it's up here, it's a little bit quiet. Mama Debbie, you just missed something amazing. Yeah, that would be really cool for quilt blocks. I was kind of thinking like a little memory thing. Which is a big reason of why I wanted one with Loki on it, because I know he's getting close to his end, so I wanted a good picture of him on there. Alrighty, so I'm gonna bring this over here so I can grab my next set of twos. I know I'm being really slow on this. Sorry, guys. It's my first time doing this tiny of pieces, so I want to make sure I do it properly and pay very close attention. Make sure I don't get the layout all messed up. Whoops, I have one too many pieces set up over there on that one. Set that off to the side for right now. So Mama Debbie, let me show you. So my son, you know, my 3D printing crazy son, found this way of 3D printing an image, a picture that you could take with your cell phone and have it 3D printed to show up on here. And all you got to do to see the image is to shine up a light behind it. So if you had like a little like LED light or something like that that sets up behind there all the time, this could be like a cute little like memory picture frame. And it's so cool. I'm probably going to have him do one of each of our animals. I mean, you know, for practice purposes to make sure it's all right. But it has to be done on that white or extremely light color, because otherwise it just won't, the image won't show up, because it needs to be able to have where the light can shine through it. Yeah, Mary G, Mike would have a lot of fun with the 3D printers. I'm already got, because you guys know I love doing the ribbons around my little stuffed animals for my fuzzy sock puppies and kittens. So I'm wanting to have them 3D print like a spool holder for me. I know I could probably buy it for cheaper, but I'd much rather have my husband and son make it for me. Okay, so Andrea, my thoughts on this whole tiny piecing thing. I know I normally have been like, no tiny pieces. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, they're not as bad as I thought. Not as long as you take your time, use leaders and enders, and press the seams open. But I'll give you my final take on that and everything whenever I get done with, when I get done with the whole thing of sewing the rows together. Because I know it. No worries, Mama Debbie. No worries, Mona. She said her tires are her fingers are tired. There is some clear material that you could use. I'm just not for sure how that would work because we haven't tried that yet, but we've been experimenting with several different materials, see what happens and what each one does. Turns out the 3D printer does not really like the wood grain filaments. The spools of the material is called filament. Hey, Donna. How are you doing, love? Thank you for coming and hanging out. I know you've probably been lurking, but that's okay. And if not, hey. Thank you. Yes, these are quilts I actually made. So this one right here is a pattern that Mama Jean over at Captain Stitches has sent me last year when we were doing charity quilts. This one over here with the yellow on it is actually the tumbling blocks pattern of Sew Becca's. And here is a square from it. So it's got these little blocks, so it's yellow, and then a long strip in between. So that's that. I just have it folded up into quarters, so that way there I can have it hanging out there without draping down onto my thing. And then of course my framed pinwheels pattern, or quilt that I still need to add more pinwheels to. But I'm like, you know, these are all quilts I love that still need to be quilted. The smaller ones I'm going to quilt myself. The larger one I will be sending out to be quilted once I get it done. And yes, I said it, I am going to pay for somebody to long arm my pinwheels quilt. Because I don't want to domestic quilt underneath my sewing machine of extremely large quilts. And since that one's going to be a fairly large one, I don't want to do it. I'm like, I'd much rather have a really cool design than straight stitching on my own quilt. If I did it, it'd be just straight stitching. Because I don't have that much practice in free motion, and I don't want to mess up a quilt. I need to make some test pieces to practice free motion quilting on it. Ooh, Fat Quarter Shop has butterfly white on white posted in there. And Katie posted it in the chat group. Awesome sauce. Oh, awesome sauce. So happy you're here. I love the fact that you come and hang out with me sometimes, Donna. I need to schedule you to get you on my live. I don't know why I just did another later. Let's see. Seriously? Ooh, that'd be awesome. And you could put your little heart on there for me. No problems, Donna. Talk to you later, sweetheart. Let's see. What did Mona say? Practice free motion on your bowl cozies. Yes, I need to. I have not made bowl cozies in a while. I need to. So this blue fabric that I'm using, this is going to be creating my L in the pattern for love. So this is going to be creating, there we are. So that blue fabric is over here. That blue fabric is going to be creating my L. Hey, Cindy. Girl, you are never late. Sylvia says, I'm making a quilted pillow to practice free motion. Awesome. Yeah, I need to practice my free motion. But even if I get good at it, I still don't want to do a large quilt underneath my machine. Hey, Aisha. I still don't care for doing a large quilt underneath my machine because underneath my domestic machine, it's just super hard on my back. And I don't want to push my luck on my back. Because whenever I start hurting, it makes it hard for me to try and enjoy the rest of the day doing anything else. Let's see. Hey, JK, Joyce. How you doing? Glad you guys can make it. Everyone, please make sure you give a thumbs up. And seems like YouTube has been doing some cleaning up of channels again. So if you're not getting notifications, then please make sure you go through your subscriptions list on YouTube to make sure you're subscribed and that the bell is highlighted, meaning it's all colored in, so that way that you don't miss any of the notifications for all the channels that you love. Because it appears that they've been cleaning out everybody's channels again. Yeah, same here, Mona, as well as Donna did too. We were discussing that last night. So what I do is I turn finger presses open, and then I press on this side, and then I flip it over and press on this side, just to make sure I have it nice and flat. So I want these pieces to be as flat as possible, because that way there it gives little extra security that everything's going to be nice and flat for me. Let it sit there and cool down for a moment. I check the chat. So Terry says, yes, they have been cleaning up their unsubscribed from me from a few channels that I do watch regularly. Yeah, I've had that problem too, and I've noticed that my numbers have dropped some, but yet my same viewers are always in here. So I don't know if YouTube's cleaning up or if people just had unsubbed. So I just been decided just to let people know. Make sure you check your subscriptions that you actually want to be subscribed to. Make sure you are still subscribed to them. Because I happen to notice this week while working that I haven't been getting the notifications of people going live like I normally do. Hey, Brenda. Glad you made it, girl. And girl, I got that picture you sent me last night. I love seeing that your granddaughter loved that bag. That was amazing. Yes, if you, the ones that you're not getting the notifications to, that's a good point, Mona. If you unsubscribe and then resubscribe, that way there you'll be able to start it'll refresh those notifications. That's another way to doing that. Oh, believe me, I know. Yeah, Andrea, same here. I was actually getting a notification about Mama Jean going live 3 days later after she went live. You know, I was there in the live stream because I'm one of her moderators. But I'm like, excuse me? A little late to the show, are we? Okay, so I'm going to set these back over here because I'm going to sew the first row to the last row, or to this row now. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not. I'm going to put these back up here on my board. And I'm going to do the next two. Got to stick to my routine, what I decided I was doing. Do. Cindy said she had to resubscribe to your channel, Mona. Yeah, who knows, Giovanna? They were doing that to my channel before I even became monetized, so who knows? It is what it is. I think it's just something in their algorithms that messes everything up. So now we're going to grab the next two rows. I'm loving my design board here. And I do need to have the guys make it a little bit more sturdy for me. Because it's a little on the wobbly side. Like maybe a better support system coming up in the back or something. All right, let's see here. Cut this one off. Put that one there. Let's see. Mary G says, Andrea, that has happened to me. Joyce says, you are probably right, Giovanna. Joyce saying, hi, Andrea. Oh, that'd be interesting. I had to look into that. See if that rumor is actually true or not. Hopefully that'll be good for creators and for viewers. Alrighty. Um, Mike or Michelle, can one of you guys post a link in the channel for my Mona? Are you needing a link for my channel? Oh, for Cindy's channel. Cindy, do you have a channel? If you do, Cindy, then post a exclamation selfie. Anybody that has a channel, feel free to post an exclamation selfie in the group. I mean, in the chat, and it'll show your channel. Okay, I wasn't for sure because I'm like, wait a minute. If Cindy's got a channel, I need to subscribe to her. Just wanted to make sure because I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. I missed that someone was watching me that has a channel. But yeah, I mean, whenever you sign up for YouTube, then it automatically gives you a channel. But it's just whether you actually decide to do anything with it or not. Most people just watch and don't actually do anything on it, which is totally fine. It's what I used to do until I got the bug and decided to be a creator, which I do not regret one bit because I totally love being a content creator and sharing everything with everybody. Plus, I learn a lot from you guys too. That is awesome, Cindy. Oh no, that's not Goody Good. Goody Good is Beth. Beth is Goody Goods. Brenda says she's got 19 subs. Yeah, there's someone last night that had like quite a few subs. I think it was Mary Tally that in the Renegades group that was saying she has like several subscribers to her channel, but she doesn't have a channel or she doesn't post anything to her channel, like make videos or anything. Right. So Terry, it's like having a whole nother job. The difference is that this job I love. My other job is not horrible. It's just not very fulfilling either. But it pays the bills. So I can't complain. And a job is not, work is supposed to be paying the bills and allow you to be able to enjoy what other things that you want to do. Like buy fabric. Just saying. Alright, let's see here. Michelle says I'm up to 604 subs. Yay! Congratulations, Michelle. Let's see about making another video soon. Just don't know what at the moment. We'll have to discuss that, Michelle, later. Mona DeWitt says, Michelle just filmed everything. So, Mona says, Michelle, just film everything. I agree. Or make shorts. Shorts help bring people to your channel based upon what I was told from Donna last night. Like if you're in the process of doing something, make a short about it. Don't have to be a long drawn out video. See, so Terry, I had to take a break from painting in the summer heat. Not conducted to good health. That is definitely true. See. Mona says, I bought way too much fabric on the place that shall not be named last night. Looks like tomato sandwiches for another month. Oh, gosh. Brenda says, I'm searching for small Christmas gift ideas, especially for children and teens. Pretty sure they are all sick of pillowcases. Stay tuned to my next show. I'm going to start introducing my Christmas collection. Or not my next show, but my next sell. See, everybody having a side conversation. Alrighty, so now I can put this section here up here. Loving how this is coming out. This is coming out so much better than what I initially thought it would. I thought I was going to have, not initially thought it would, but I thought it was going to be a lot more complicated with little teeny tiny pieces. So I am loving this 150%. I may actually start doing more tiny pieces. Yes, I said it out loud. Sophia Fallon says if she had the money, she'd probably just keep all the fabric to herself instead of selling it. I hear you, girl. Alrighty. So these are all same color pieces, so I don't have to worry about losing the order of them because they're all exactly the same pieces. Ooh, so Terry says she is on a no fabric, no vinyl buy until the end of the year. Wish her luck. Girl, good luck. I was on a no fabric buy with the exception of background for projects for this year, and I lasted until July. So I wish you the best of luck. I made it almost 7 full months. And then someone showed me the V fabric and batiks. And I'm like, I just gotta, yeah. Actually, no, I don't think I even lasted that long because I bought fabric from the debt-free quilter. So I don't even remember when it was that I bought that. So I didn't even last 7 months. I think I lasted maybe like 3 or 4, maybe 5 months, whenever it was. Whatever month it was that the debt-free quilter had her sale over there. I don't even remember when that was. Let's see. Andrea says, I'm going to be distashing, so I am going to be adding a page to my website called Mama's garage sale. I have a big tub full of patterns that will go up first. Most of them are costume patterns. Ooh, that'd be fun. Mona says she just put an order for hardware. If it's good, I'll be putting in a large order for my site. Awesome. I don't know what just happened, but my machine just clunked. And I had no idea what I'm doing with this purple and pink batik fabric here. Whatever it is, it's going to be super cute and gorgeous because it's pinks, blues, and purples of batik. Right now, I'm just using them for leaders and enders for each of these. So that way there, I can successfully sew them without my fabric getting pulled down into the thing. Hey, Amy. How are you doing, my love? How are you feeling today? Mona says she can only last about 2 weeks for a no buy. She said no buy July was a fail for her. I need to stop telling myself no. It just fuels my addiction. It does. And it seems like that's when everybody wants to send you the notifications and the emails of their sales and stuff like that. It's like, really? Why are you doing this to me? So Terry says she's trying to be frugal, and I will have to let some of my machine find new homes before I have a museum here. Girl, from how many videos and machines you've done, I'm surprised you don't already have a museum there. And they are so beautiful. You do such an amazing job. I know I very rarely ever even comment on your videos, but I always watch them. And I love watching your videos. Now I'm thinking about starting up a new channel, not where I go live, but where just a channel on me posting videos, 3D printing, and my husband and son's 3D printing stuff, as well as me painting it. Because I've really been getting big into like painting their 3D paintings that are 3D printing, so I'm having them print lately. Would that be something that you guys would be interested in possibly watching? I know this is a quilting and crafting crew, but I just want to ask because it's something I'm really getting interested in lately. I won't be doing lives over there, just occasionally posting like little shorts or videos over there. Then plus I gotta think of a good name for it. Because it's not so much of a quilting thing, so I really don't want to do it on here. Ooh, Andrea says yes. Cindy is asking, how many blocks from last night's Donna's live stream do I have finished? I'm thinking of ordering pattern and rulers. Girl, yes, order the pattern and rulers. It is amazing. I love it. And it's super easy. As long as you pay attention and take your time, it's super easy. But I did, I think it was like 5 or 6 blocks on her live stream last night. So in an hour and a half, I sewn up 5 or 6 blocks. And that's with me talking and chatting and looking at the chat and everything, not just focusing on me sewing. So it's not a hard pattern at all to do. You just have to pay attention to... Well, I was thinking about creating like a new channel, Mona, and posting here on YouTube. Just videos or whatnot, or maybe and just make a post videos for like a certain day of the week of just my 3D print stuff. I might even do, and just make a special folder for that. I don't know. I'm thinking about different ideas. Yeah, I agree with Mona. Just turn the jeans into skirts. Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking, Giovanna, just making it for shorts, just for like little clips of me actual painting and then the finished products. Just a place for me to be able to put that up at. But at the same time, it's not so much sewing quilting related, so I really didn't want to do it on here. That's another good idea, good point. Yeah, see, Fallon, I'm going to give you a little pointer. I didn't starch any of my fabrics for the quilt that I'm doing with Donna because I don't starch. And I actually love sewing on the bias. And it's, I mean, it just means you got to be a little extra careful with your fabric to make sure you don't pull on it. But it's super easy and fun, and I'm loving it. Everything is coming out so beautifully. Here, let me grab one of my blocks and I'll show you guys. Got some projects I'm working on, so. And I've been playing with my quilt Go. As you guys can see, I have it setting out because I've been playing with it quite a bit lately. But see here, let me show you guys the blocks I made last night on Donna's channel. So we had this one here, especially since Fallon's in the chat. So we had this one here. Look at all those beautiful fabrics. Yeah, that's something I could definitely do and everything, Mona. Especially since a lot of my 3D prints are going to be like sewing related or sewing machines or whatnot on there. See, I'm doing various different purples for the dark purples. And then I got this light lavender that's going on the other blocks. So the ones that has like the really light fabrics on the inside, I'm doing the dark borders. And the ones that has the darker fabrics on the inside, I'm doing the light borders. And I'll be alternating those. But all of these I done on Donna's channel last night. So, I mean, it's not a hard pattern. You just got to pay attention to your orientation. I pressed all of my seams open. So, I have all of the individual ones sewn together. Now I'm ready. And yeah, that one is moved over some just because of the fact that I got a leg right here. So now I am ready to start sewing 2 rows together and then 2 rows together and then sew them all together. So let's see. Actually, it is 11 o'clock. So we are going to call it quits for here. Thank you so much, everybody, for all the compliments. Thank you guys all so much for all the love that you guys show me of hanging out here and just show me all the love and support. I truly appreciate it. My channel would not be where it's at today if it was not for you guys. I love you guys and I appreciate everything you guys do for me and for my channel. All the love and support, the chit chat in the group, just everything you guys do. I truly, truly appreciate it. And it really like lets me know you guys love me. Oh, guys, Amy had just posted in my chat in here. She has decided what to do for her Donna Scrap Challenge. She seems to be insane with this idea, she says. Ooh, I cannot wait for the dish. And girl, thank you for sharing it here. But everybody, I love y'all. Have a wonderful day. Have a beautiful day, a beautiful creative day. And if you get out and about, make sure you smile. True smile from the heart, because you never know whose day that's going to change. Love you guys. See y'all tomorrow at 10 a.m.